Hey, what's up guys, just wanted to show you the class setups I'm going to be using for this video. That is the Grau, which should be on your screen right now, or maybe it's already transitioned into the other weapon, which is the MP5 as you would have thought by seeing the title. As always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video. The Chrysler has officially ditched me and left me in a hole because his Ethernet does not work. Press F to pay respects first of all. And second of all, the patch dropped yesterday. So here we are again, checking out the Grau plus the MP5. Is it still actually worth playing? Or do you just need to go to the Rytech or maybe the Fennec? I'm actually liking the Fennec a lot more after this update, but I'm still not sure if it's as good enough to, let's say, just go into the Warzone with it. You can't just drop into Verdansk and have a Fennec and a Rytech and expect to win, because the Fennec and Rytech are very occasional weapons. But as well as when I saw the patch notes, I thought the Grau was being nerfed a bit too much. But after giving it a while, I'm actually thinking that why did they even nerf it if they don't want to change anything in the first place? So let's actually try them out. Here we go. Shoot house grind. Let's test it out in multiplayer. If it's actually good in multiplayer, I might as well make a video on Warzone with it. The class setups will, I'm pretty sure I've already shown you. So let's just get straight into the gameplay. I'm really not warmed up, so let's see how this actually turns out. So it's grind, Grau plus MP5, as you can see. I got cold-blooded, I've got overkill, and the third perk I've got is amped. Now many of you might actually prefer to use battle hardened, but if you're going into the war zone, you really need to use amped. Otherwise, you're gonna have a big disadvantage over others, as I miss all my shots. The MP5 did receive a big nerf in the damage range, but I'm not sure if that actually works out, as I get pulled by the X50, was it? Not sure. The Grau's recoil is the main problem right now, and I am having doubts about that questionable name. No comments, there's still a PT channel. And that man just got raided. I'm not a fan of the grind game mode, but I'm really happy they gave a shipment and shoot house back. As you guys might already know, I'm a big fan of both the maps. They're arguably my favorite maps, Infinity, what I've ever created. The third one being Terminal. Get raided. Okay. But I'm really happy they gave a shipment back. Now, many of you might think it's just spraying and all, but if you think that snipers are more difficult to play than ARs, I'm having really big doubts. Okay, and I need to focus on the game. Why is this man quick scoping the living hell out of me? Let's try with the MP5 for a while. Oh, that's my teammate. Never mind. I am not really playing well. Should have warmed up first. What is up with everyone hitting headshots? I think so I should have made this video in shipment, but who cares? Like, literally, all we really want to know is it good enough to still rock on Verdansk? My thoughts so far are yes, as I'm not really being able to play, and this is literally the god is just that a word? God lobby you can imagine. See, that was a test of range, and it passed out pretty well. The other guy did not have that big of a chance of killing, and as I miss all my shots here. Thing is, if you don't have accuracy, you're not gonna win anything. Don't be like me, just learn how to. What weapon is that guy using? That's the Therm. That's a SA-58. I'm not sure about that guy. These guys are not bad snipers. You can actually use battle hardened on this loadout, but I wouldn't recommend it. What is up with everyone hitting their headshots? I might actually make a video on the HDR as well as the AX50 after they got pretty big amount of, I don't know what do you want to call it. They got pretty big buffs with the HDR being a one-shot hit up on the torso and above. If that is unplated, don't go expecting to kill someone with a one-shot if they are max plated. What am I doing? This will only be a one video gameplay, so sorry I guess. I'm not really playing really well. I think I should have tried a different mode. The Grau is... I am really confused about its recoil, as you would have already seen my class setup. I really use weapons which I use attachments that lower the recoil of the weapon to absolutely nothing because I prefer having a lower recoil. I would rather have more shots to hit than have more recoil to control. That's my way of thinking because that just makes it easier to drop into a damage. And as I get railed here by this Cap Alex, was that a lag spike? Sorry about that. I need to up my sensitivity. For any of you guys wondering, I play on a 6/5 with 0.90 low zoom. See, as much as I missed the entire clip in the starting, the damage range is a very how do I put it? Very occasional thing. Like the MP5, as it is, you won't be using at a really long range. You would need for close quarters. So I don't think so. The MP5 actually had a nerf. The actual nerf was only with the Grau, and that too, not that big of a nerf. I haven't. The MP5 I would say still is good with the class setup I showed you guys. Literally the best weapon in the game if you can control the damage range. I can't say control the damage range, but get up close and personal with the damage. Then it can be better than the Fennec, but biggest thing over the Fennec the MP5 had was well range. So why not just use the Fennec? That is the good point. And I will make a video on that with the Fennec versus MP5 again in season 4 reloaded. But for right now, I think so. The MP5 is made this a very equal fight against the Fennec. The MP7 still kinda underrated, but I won't let's say recommend you using a MP7 in Verdansk because it won't end well. You can just pick up the Harpy from the floor loot. As much as that's not a customizable weapon you would want, but the Harpy is still a good enough weapon. Was that in a Benny Central video? Booyah? Was it? Don't quote me on this one, but it was a Benny Central video. Someone used a, I want to say Booyah used a ground loot MP7 in endgame and dropped the world record for duo kills. So don't underestimate the ground loot in Verdansk. It's still really good, but at times it can be horrendous as well with the muck rake and all. Like there, if it was pre-patched, I would have killed that guy faster. As I die there. The Grau, well, yes, I should have used the Grau at that range, but the MP5 has a bigger nerf. Biggest nerf with the Grau is the recoil pattern, and you can easily counter it with a little bit of recoil pattern learning, or let's say just attachments like mine. See, the kickback was nothing on that headshot. That was 4 shots straight to the head. So I won't say they are nerfed. Yes, they had a little bit of difference, but they aren't as nerfed as they needed to be to make this, let's say, the CR56 AMAX or the M for the best ARs in the game. As I get missed all my shots and I get raised. Travis Scott. Cool. Like there, the Grau had absolutely no recoil once again. I mean, you can. I am not sure about its range as I'm not a very avid Warzone player. I prefer playing multiplayer. But I have played a bit of Warzone, and I can say that the Grau is still as good. If you can control the recoil, it is literally still the best weapon in the game. It is a laser. As much as Infinity Ward wants to say they nerfed it, like there, you can see the nerf on the MP5. Because I should have won that fight pre-match. I would have won the pre-patch, sorry about that. I won that fight pre-patch. But I didn't right. That's the biggest difference. The damage range has been seriously nerfed on the MP5. Now for the Grau at close range, I still won't recommend it. It's an AR. Like there was a kickback there, but I still managed to control it before the enemy could react. So that still shows the Grau should not be this powerful. Like the kickback is there. I have to control the recoil, which I didn't have to in previous videos. But the Grau is still good. As our team is barely winning this. I would say the MP5 is in a very weird position right now with the Fennec and the MP7. You can still use it in Warzone, but it wouldn't be effective. I would say that you need damage velocity attachments, which I am using most probably, as you would have already seen. As I'm, God knows what I'm doing here. As I get thermoted and I pick up someone's car, and I'm not good with snipers. I hate sniping. Still get railed. Hit. Sorry about that.
UAV is ready for flyover.
that was kind of aim assist. I would say controller players do have an advantage on this, but I would still say that I'm not a good sniper. Aim assist can't get you good at a game. You need to learn the game. Learn the game. Is that I don't know. And don't run around with the Grau Mp5 shoot house. That was a 14 shot kill. That is as much as an M4 does at medium range. Well, more than 14 shots at the point blank range for the M4. That is 10-15 meters. So you can just rock another AR, but it is what basically it just made it more of an SMG because it had to be up close and personal. But then the argument still arises: why not just use the Fennec, which has a faster fire rate? So it is up to personal preference as well. Personally, I would still be using the MP5 over the Fennec because the Fennec you really need sleight of hand on that. Otherwise, you are absolutely at a disadvantage against others. See, the MP5 is still broken. It got a kill there as I pick up a shotgun. Let's try shotgunning someone. Not with sniper. That was aim assist exploitation there. I am sorry about that, mate. I'm really sorry about that. The kickback isn't. I'm not one who can control kickback. The kickback. So after all, after seeing this gameplay and seeing me bot out at the start, I would say you can still use the Grau plus MP5. Just don't expect the MP5 to be as good. And if you're using the Grau, it is still a laser. Just go and laser some kids. 28 and 31, not my best game. Travis Scott did a 40 and 15, so congrats to him. So that's it for this video. If you guys liked it, let me know. And if you guys use my loadout, do let me know. So that's it. Peace out.